Hello. We're at where are we?
New York State Museum.
New York State Museum of Albany. And we came here specifically to talk about our Justice League viewership, our viewing experience.
Exactly.
So, JT, what did you think?
It was better than Batman vs. Superman, and I liked how they brightened up the colors on Superman.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it looked a lot better.
Well,
he looked more like Superman.
Well, people don't know if he's in the movie yet. Oh, he's in the movie.
Spoiler alert. Spoilers.
So, what was your favorite part, Tony?
There's actually a couple. I kind of liked the Flash. Was pretty cool. Like he actually.
Yeah,
wasn't
I
bad.
didn't mind the Flash. I thought I was gonna hate him in the commercials.
He actually had like two really the best scenes in the movie involved him. I think.
Yeah, his CGI was the best looking of all.
Yeah, I liked Aquaman. Looked alright. It's honestly Cyborg looked pretty.
Yeah,
bad.
he didn't look bad. I got used to it though. I got used to
It's like
the pieces on his face and stuff.
he only looked that bad like when he was with other CGI. Like if the whole screen is CGI, when he was with like the villain, like he looked so.
Yeah,
bad.
when the villain was like holding him at the, and it looked pretty bad. We can talk about Danny Elfman, Jay. Did you hear Batman's theme in the movie?
I heard Batman's theme, I heard Superman's theme, and I heard what sounded like Spider-Man's theme.
It really did sound like Spider-Man, like at the end of the credits.
Yeah.
That is just like could hum it to it.
Yeah.
The thing I want to talk about is Superman's lip. I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice it?
I didn't notice it at all.
He didn't know. Me and Tony were aware. Tony's seen it before.
Yeah.
That was like the only thing I was staring at when he was talking, and it seemed like the whole movie they reshot because it seemed like his lip was like that throughout the whole thing. I thought it was just gonna be certain
They
scenes.
honestly like must have cut everything Zack Snyder did with Superman.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing without the weird looking lip.
No, I think the same thing. I thought that was just gonna be like little scenes, just like snippets, maybe a close up, and his lip is like digital because of the mustache.
But
What did they spend? Like $13 million for
like
a mustache?
I think if you know it's there, like it's really really bad.
It's really
but, like
obvious. Yeah,
JT didn't notice it, and
it
other
didn't
people we
distract
went with
JT
didn't
at
really
all.
notice it. Me and Josh were definitely the only people in the theater that noticed it, and like in the scene we shouldn't have been laughing at, we were just like laughing like crazy.
When it was all dramatic and he's talking to Lois in the cornfield, we were like dying. We were laughing.
So for the whole movie,
that's all.
They had to
mostly
superimpose like something over his
There's
mustache.
I could only recall like 2 shots where it didn't look weird, but it seemed like the whole movie.
How come he had a mustache for the movie?
Because he was doing, I think he was shooting Mission Impossible at the same time. So and his character in Mission Impossible had a mustache, so he didn't want to shave it off for that. So they had to spend $13 million digitally removing a mustache.
Hair by hair.
Yeah. What about the characters? What characters did you enjoy?
Well, I kind of liked Aquaman. Like he wasn't Aquaman's kind of just like kind of a joke. Like usually, like, when you think of Aquaman, it's like this dude is like a brolic. Like
he's a dude, bro.
And Flash was pretty good. I didn't like Ezra as when he was cast, but like he did well.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna like him as much, and plus I have so much invested in the TV show Barry Allen, Grant Gustin. Like I thought he's the perfect Flash, but he actually did a good job. I there wasn't I thought he was gonna be too corny, but he really wasn't.
Yeah,
and it was definitely better than Batman and Superman. I give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
What do you rate it, Jay?
Out of 10, yeah, probably maybe like 5 or.
I thought that was amazing.
5.5 or 6.
Yeah. What about you, Tony?
I give it a 7. Like the first time I watched it, I really didn't like it. I think it was just because I was seeing it in 3D, and I just didn't.
Yeah, 3D. This is not the movie to see
don't
3D.
see it in 3D. It looked even worse in 3D. Like I don't even know how, but it just looked awful.
The CGI looked pretty bad at parts.
Yeah.
It looked really good when the Flash was running. I thought that's when it looked really excellent. The villain was whatever.
The
villain looked definitely like a white turd.
Yeah, he didn't look too well.
Can we talk about the villain? Because like this is like another like doomsday plot, but for some reason it didn't feel like it. Like they kept telling you like the stakes were they was going to destroy the world, but like they only ever showed him like doing anything in like a random village in Russia.
Yeah, like what is the Amazon island? The Mascara or something?
Yeah, so like
and Atlantis. It wasn't like in a city.
I feel like none of the world knew any of this happened.
Yeah, I thought those bug things, the parademons or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be more abundant around the world, but they're only in like one section of the earth. So it seemed
it seemed like they didn't like include the rest of the world. It was like
it was just this one little section of it.
Yeah, they only showed like one family getting attacked by these things.
Yeah.
They didn't show like the whole world getting attacked.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing. I honestly they're trying to like there's like one they keep establishing this one for 4-person family in the city of Russia and they keep showing over and over again. And Superman says something like, "Oh, there's tons of civilians we gotta go and save." You'd only seen 4 civilians in the whole area.
Yeah, there was only like 4 civilians in the like this little truck that was driving away. But then Superman finally smiles in this movie and he takes up the whole island, like the whole like city block and flies it over. Yeah. Turn that off. So anyway, anything you want to add, Tony?
Action scenes are actually kind of cool. Another thing I'd like to add is the reason I like this so much more than Batman vs Superman. I honestly just felt like Batman vs Superman just thought it was smart, and this movie just didn't.
Yeah, Batman vs Superman was pretty terrible.
Like it thought it was like groundbreaking storytelling. This one was like, okay, they're just gonna fight a villain. It's fine. You don't need to like pretend that this is something.
It was at least it was like it had a beginning, middle, and end. Yeah. With Batman Superman was just like the middle and end was just twist and twined in between each other.
So this is actually originally like a 3-hour movie, and they cut it down to 1 minute less than 2 hours because they were told it had to be less than 2 hours.
I feel like there should be an extended cut or something.
Did you feel it? Like did you feel like I should have been I missed something there? Like
what, that I knew and no one else did?
No. Like I mean like. Did it feel like a comprehensive movie? Did it feel like it was too chopped up for you?
No, I mean, I understood what was happening. It felt like there's a beginning, middle, and end. I could have spent more time with Aquaman and Cyborg and even the Flash, like just kind of establish them a little more, give them like their own individual scenes. But other than that, the lip was the most distracting thing for me, to be honest.
Yeah,
I know if you don't know, you don't notice it.
Yeah, I guess.
But now you know.
Yeah,
sure you're gonna notice it.
What else was there? When Superman comes back, I thought it was gonna be like the last 5 minutes. It was like, oh, he's back, but they did it like halfway through the movie, and it was they like played the Superman 1978 theme like for 2 seconds, and it just felt kind of out of place because he's beating the crap out of like the other members of the Justice League.
It didn't make sense.
It should have been when he shows up at the end and he's like saving the day, but I mean everything was brightened up, so it looked better.
I thought Superman was going to come back just because he's Superman, instead of having
the mother box.
The mother box and put him in the pool and the
whole Lex Luthor thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand like why you kill Superman in the end of one movie just to bring him back.
Exactly.
Like something like meaningful should have happened while he was dead for it to have been worth doing.
Yeah, no, I agree. So that was pretty much the review. Do you have any last final things you want to add, Tommy?
Yeah, I think it was a decent movie. Like, better. It was
better than Suicide Squad and Batman vs.
Way better than Batman.
I think it was better than Man of Steel too.
Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I don't know.
Man of Steel just wasn't fun. This was at least fun.
That's
You're
true.
gonna have fun.
At least you have fun watching this movie. That is very true.
Probably because Joe Sweden.
Joss.
Joss.
It's
not Josh. It's Joss. Joss.
Yeah, that's it.
Joss.
Yeah.
What's that? Swedish?
I don't know. Ask him.
Joss.
Well, anyway, yeah.
I think because Joss Whedon made it more like lighthearted.
It's really funny because like there's some scenes where you can tell, like some of them, like you know that it was
It's
Zack
Zack
Snyder.
and you can
Like
tell
there's a
it was
montage in the
just-
beginning, and there's like 100%. Like it was trying to be super over dramatic.
And the beginning with the kids saying, "Did he fight a hippopotamus?" I
Yeah.
kind of thought that was kind of funny. I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
any final words, Jay?
Don't do drugs, stay in school.
Okay, you.
I'm good.
I'll.